out there, you guys? Marty Schwartz here with GuitarJamz.com. I'm going to teach you some of this Enter Sandman. We'll get as far as we can get, and then I'd love for you to click the link to sign up on my request list if you haven't already, and I'm taking all the requests for the next part right there on that friend list. Plus you get a free ebook when you sign that list with all the beginner chords that you're going to need to learn guitar. So what I've done is I've got I've got a clean setting on my amp. I'm going to take my ring finger and I'm going to put it on the 7th fret of the A string, right, like that. That's what we need. And we're going to need our middle finger and our first finger to do some stuff as well. But so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to pluck this open E string up, just open like this. Just like that. Not so hard yet, right? So then we're going to play that 7th fret on the A string next. Just like that. Not hard either, right? But then what we got to do with our pick is skip a string. Then we're going to play this open G string, also known as string number 3. But so we go, right? That sounds pretty cool. And if you got that finger there and you're a beginner, you can look down at your right hand and make sure you're playing the right string. Alright, so you got that. Then what we're going to do is we're going to do middle finger on the 6th fret of the E string, and then index finger on the 5th fret of the E string, like this. Just 6, 5, so check it out. And if you can get that G string to continue ringing out, that's kind of one of the characteristics of that intro. Watch really slow. And the thing with someone who's trying to learn something, the slower you practice it in the beginning, the quicker you're going to be able to play it at full speed, as opposed to just you keep trying it at full speed and screwing it up. Okay, so we've got this little thing right here. Right after you do that, we're going to hit the 7th fret on the A string again. Like that, so check it out. And then that riff starts over again, check it out. One more time, a little slower. Start building up with our we're going to kick the distortion up on our amp. And so now what we're going to do is we're going to play just the open E with a little bit of palm muting. And I believe that clean line's still going boom, boom, gung, gung, gung. And then, but so, you know, we're building up the anticipation for that riff. So that's the next thing that we're going to do. We're going to be going jung, 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 jung. And then we're going to pluck the 2nd fret of the A string and then slide it up to the 7th there. Watch. Alright, so that's what it does there. Then it starts to tease you with a little more of that main riff. So the next part of the build-up has, what you're going to need to do is do an F power chord, which is index finger on the 1st fret of the E string, ring finger on the 3rd fret of the A string, and then so and this is going to be part of the rest of the song too, we got to go. And so originally we're going, right? So then it like I said, it teases more of the riff, and you have to go. So it's a power chord here, then middle finger is going to go to the 2nd fret of the A string for the open E power chord. check it out. You know, you're still getting that dun 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 from before with the slide. And this time, actually, I think we should use our ring finger on the 2nd to the 7, because then our middle finger is going to go to the 7th fret of the E string as the next T's, like. Alright, so that's the next little taste. One more time, super slow. And so finally, it does basically the same thing, but now it's going to be 6/5. So what you're seeing here in this song is it keeps teasing and adding layers of the riff until, you know, Lars comes in full board and they do the whole riff, right? So check this out. We've got. So it's just 6/5 now instead of just 6. Going to be an E power chord, which has the, you know, index finger on the 2nd fret of the A string, and then the open E string, and you go boom, boom, and then I'm going to slide, and you know, I'm sliding from the 4th fret. I mean, they might slide from the 2nd fret, they might slide from the 5th fret. I don't know. It feels good to slide from the 4th up to the 7th. So. Then 6/5 on the low E string. You can do a little, real quick, a little thing that's interesting about this riff is it comes from the blues scale. It's called the blues scale, and guess what? It doesn't sound bluesy at all, does it? Just a little tip for you to look into that. So it does it once, and I'm doing a little warble right there on the 5th fret of the E string. So it goes like this. 1, 2, 3. So after the 3rd time, we're going to do a power chord on the 3rd fret of the E string. It's called a G power chord. You can actually double up by putting your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string there, and we're going to hit that once. Then I'm going to let my index finger off and hit the open E string. So. Open E, slide my ring and pinky down a half step to a power chord now based off the 2nd fret root. Check it out. Then open E again. So check it out. Then we're going to put the finger back down on the 2nd fret, and we're going to go, so, you know, up to the 3rd. So here's all that parts of art. So 2, 3, 2, and then the riff again. So check it out.